I want to say shalom. Let's see. Here we go. All right, shalom. Want to say shalom to everybody. Coming into the feast days, we are officially in the feast day season. So it's an exciting time. We're gonna chop it up on here this morning. Don't have a whole lot going on. I had a chance this morning to get my or at least to try. I'm gonna see if this is working, but I had a chance this morning to do some work and get my Facebook feed and everything together. So I just want to, like I've been trying to do when I get free downtime, I try to come on here and just kind of check in with everybody, give people updates so they can, faith without works is dead. So I try to show people the footwork, so hopefully they could be inspired and bear witness to things going on out there. So yeah, man, we last night we had our Feast of Trumpets gathering here, Straitway, Florida. The saints were praising and worshiping all the way to late at night. You know what I mean? And we are going to continue today, just coming together, assembling, enjoying each other's company, praising Yah for what He's doing, thanking Him for the work He's doing in our lives, and we see the judgments coming down on these nations, man, and that's some of the stuff we're going to be talking about today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely put them definitely put them down there in the chat right there. Hold on one sec, y'all. I see there's a little glare, so what I'm gonna try to do is cut down on the glare if I can. Y'all bear with me. There we go. This might work. Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all. Let me see what I could do here. See who I could pull up. Want to try to. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. And before I get started, man, let me know if the audio's good. Let me know if the audio's good in there. That'll help me out. While I try to get this thing pulled up, which I'm having trouble doing it. To be honest, I can't even... there we go. All right. I can't even. Okay. So shalom to y'all over there on YouTube. See you in there. Definitely see you in there. All right. And we're gonna get our Facebook audience up here too, or at least some of them. All right. All right, I got part of the Facebook audience. Facebook is always changing, so sometimes it can be tricky to get it to come up. But I got it. All right, there we go. So we got that up. All right, brother said audio is good. There we go. All right. All right. So I want to say shalom to y'all over there on Facebook. I know it's coming across on two different Facebook feeds. It's coming on my profile page and my Spiritual Combat page. So yeah, man, it's an exciting time, man. Exciting time. Really looking forward to seeing all the saints at the Feast of Tabernacles. Um, and when you're with a ministry like Straitway, who diligently adheres to the scripture, you are able to really see the practical aspects of these feast days. Okay, you have especially with a day like the Day of Atonement, you know, really decreasing, you know what I'm saying, fasting, you know, cutting food and water out of there, which is something, and I'm a hit on that today. It's a powerful thing, learning to really decrease on that level. Okay, and then the Feast of Tabernacles, man. That was my first feast with Straitway last year. Now I had went and visited multiple Straitway communities and went to Straitway headquarters, but then I went there for Feast of Tabernacles. Me and Koya Israel.
And then Feast of
And y'all bear with me. I know I'm getting this thing right. There we go. All right. Man, I wish this. So yeah, so it was it was amazing, man. And at Feast of Tabernacle, that's why I said, hey, I'm with Straitway 100. That was almost a year to the day where I said, hey, I'm Straitway 100. And now here we are a year later, living as a homestead, I would say. I don't know, or family assembly. I don't know what the name would be called, but we have 3 or 4 families in one house, all things in common, from money, tools, resources, you name it. We've put everything in together so that, you know, we have decreased so y'all could increase, basically. And it's amazing how literally walking this book out in spirit but in truth, and literally walking out it's amazing how it takes the burden off you. Fast forward a year now, my children are homeschooled. Koya Israel is a chase keeper at home. You know, we're eating better. I damn near can't remember the last time I went out to eat. I think it was like a month and a half ago, and I got Chipotle, and it basically made me feel like pure ass the next morning. You know what I mean? And that now, actually, let me correct myself. I had a pizza when we were on the road, when we were traveling up to Straitway, Georgia, but it's very rare for me to eat out now. And what are the effects? I've lost 30-something odd pounds, more than 30 pounds, because I was almost 230 pounds, so I've lost almost 50 pounds, you know. So, that's just some of the benefits as far as the spiritual growth, as far as seeing flaws and sin in yourself that you would not have otherwise seen, selfishness in yourself, seeing spirits that are putting thoughts in your head that you would not have you would not have seen. These things in yourself unless you get in an iron sharpen iron situation like this. And it's like I'm not, I'll even be honest with you. Like I haven't realized how much I had grown until I look back and I start and I look and see some of the so-called Hebrew Israelite organizations and what's going on out in the Hebrew Israelite community. You know, the Hebrew Israelite community out there, when I look at what they're saying, what they're doing, as compared to a year ago, it's the exact same thing. You know, still pushing for the debate, still doing videos on this, videos on that, video. You know what I mean? But no tangible lifestyle, economic, cultural, whatever, no difference. They're still going to the same jobs, still in the same rat race. They are still fully integrated into this, and they are still fully integrated and reliant and attached and fully assimilated into this beast culture, this beast system that's out here. And I look what we're doing over here. After these feast days, we're gonna really go even harder on food storage, stuff like that, on fully leaving this Florida period. You know what I mean? And but you can't do something like this with unrighteous people. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You need righteous people. What do I mean when I say righteous people? People who keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, so let me see who's here. Okay. So yeah, Brother Juan, shalom family. Good to see you in there, Brother Juan. Man, look forward, man. I can't wait to see my brother Juan, man. Shalom, Brenda. Brother Timothy, shalom to you. Brother Yadon Israel, shalom, fam. Okay. We're gonna transition into something else as soon as I'm just seeing who's here. Sheldon. My brother Sheldon, man. Sheldon, he's an official barber of Straitway Florida, man. He seen my wool patch and he was like, hey man, you know I cut hair. I was like, have at it, man. So shout out to my brother Sheldon, man. Laquan. Shalom, brother Laquan. Brenda. Shalom, Brenda. Good to see you in there. And let's see who's over here. Elder Rufus. Shalom, Elder. Shalom to you. I sent you those pictures. I've been busy, but I was like, I woke up this morning. That was on my spirit. I was like, let me get them pictures to him. I'm gonna send them to Brother Brent also. Shalom, Patrick. Good to see you in there. Tammy. Shalom. Good to see you. So yeah, man. A lot going on. I'm gonna mention something real quick. I ain't gonna give it a whole lot of attention, but I had a pastor reach out to me. I said it on here before. I probably Spiritualcombat, Michael Israel, and all that. I probably reached the height of my social media popularity kind of around the time of the Great Awakening Hebrew Gathering thing, that was where I met Pastor Dow at, and got a strong witness on the character of Pastor Dow and the brothers and sisters in Straitway, because they were all up there. And But that's probably where I reached the height of whatever my show and all that stuff like that. I'm sure people still watch, but as you know, Pastor was named Hebrew Man of the Year. The way that whole event went, it was, you could tell the Most High ordained it, where when you look at the people that bear witness on Straitway, Pastor Dow, and what was being said out of Yah's word and what Yah was saying through him, when you look at a year later where a lot of those people are now, like for instance Brother Brandon, when you look at the DMV, that's the DC, Maryland area, and the brothers up there, and you look at where they were at then and now, and then you look down here, Straitway, Florida, where we were at then and now. You know, I mean, at that event, Straitway, Florida was non-existent. Anybody, the little thing we had down here, when I came back from that event, they completely exited stage left. You know, it was a completely new group of brothers and sisters. Hey, Shalom, Deuce, what's going on, man? He said EC71 waiting on me. That's one of the brews. He worked on planes with me, so they funny. But when you look at the change and the growth and how that hit a lot of people now at that event, I really can't think of too many people that physically attended that event, that it wasn't a whole large group of people that came in the Straitway from that event. But when I think about it, like Brother Craig, that he's one of the members down here in Straitway, Florida. Man, he came in, he brought, and Brother Craig, the Most High was working through him mightily, because first Brother Craig went up to the event by himself, bared witness on it, came back, reached out to me, we talked a little, but then he brought his son in, then he brought his wife in, then he brought his daughter in, then he brought his son-in-law and his niece, and I mean his whole household, you know. And that's been a blessing, man, just watching Yah work through that brother. You know what I'm saying? The Most High giving that increase through that brother, you know. But just looking at the effect that's had, all the people who've come in, how Yah used that event to literally say, look, this is the man of Yah. Here's what my book say. This is the way. I'm going to even give him an award, and just the way it all played out. Okay, we know Yah's hand was in it. And as y'all know, there were people that were salty about it. You know, certain dude made a whole documentary about it. Straight dry hating about it. Threw his award in the garbage. Okay? Another person got an award for something else from Ron Dalton. He took Ron's award, threw it in the garbage, took a picture, put it on Facebook like a 3-year-old would do. Y'all know the situation. I'm not giving it too much. Well, anyway, the day before yesterday, I got a call. It was a Hebrew that, you know, he's not in Straitway, but one of the Hebrews out there, he's like, hey, I got a pastor who wants to talk to you. So what it was around that time when the Great Awakening Hebrew Gathering happened, and a lot of people were watching Michael Israel. A lot of the people got introduced to Pastor Dow through Ron Dalton. Some through Spiritualcombat, you know. But A lot of people got introduced to Pastor Dow through that. And a lot of people sat back and watched all the drama, the little documentaries, hating on Pastor Dow, hating on me. I was in it a little bit, but them documentaries that guy put out. Well, there was one pastor who was watching all that play out. He was watching this other guy put out these documentaries about Pastor Dow. He was watching all this stuff from the sidelines. He was on their side. He was on the other side. Anyway, this pastor reached out to me. Now, mind you, and I'm making sure I communicate this correctly. This pastor who reached out to me, he wasn't the one doing all the hating. He was just going along with it. He was a part of it. He was in some of the groups where the person who had the hurt feelings or whatever you want to call it, he was in it. So anyway, this pastor reached out to me through another Hebrew assembly or whatever, called me, and he's like, Michael Israel. And I was like, yeah, that's me. He's like, I got to apologize to you. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He was like, a year ago, and he went through the whole spiel. He was like, and I was completely with it. But I realized today, like, that dude is still hardcore hating, still fired up about not getting an award, Hebrew Man of the Year, all that stuff like that. This person is still all pissed off that he didn't get an award that pastor did. And this pastor that called me realized that this dude was off. And he called him on it, and that dude turned on him. And he realized that he was in error, and he called me, repented, apologized, and then I put him on the phone with Pastor, and he apologized to Pastor also. So and I said all that to bring it to this and to say this. It's just more confirmation that we in the right vein, that we going in the right direction, that we shaking heavy, we moving hard. Y'all, my focus is so hard, and I was joking with Koya Israel too, but it's the same way with me. I realize also, Koya then got so focused on her joy that there was this picture I had posted where this house was on fire, and this lady was just cutting her lawn. It was a house across the street. It was fully on fire. Police, the fire department was there, trying to put the fire out, and all the lady was doing, she was cutting her lawn. She wasn't. That's where my focus is at today. I'm not looking at these other Hebrew groups. It's like all this stuff is because I did a little after the brother called me and apologized, and mainly he was apologizing to Pastor. After he did that, I did some looking around, and there is fully a distraction going on that I am not. You can hear the way I'm talking diplomatically about the situation. I'm fully not getting into it. Y'all, I'm so busy it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But it bears witness that I could go story for story for story. I could go into detail about what we got going on down here economically, as far as business, jobs. I could go into a whole bunch of stuff that bear witness that Michael Israel is not doing this, that Yah's behind it. That Michael Israel is not making these doors open, Yah's opening. Because I've tried to do this for years, but couldn't do it. As soon as you give Yah the glory, like pastor's been teaching a lot on that, and it's so simple, but you miss it. As soon as you take yourself out the equation, you're decreasing. You're not seeking to promote yourself, which I'm still working on. I'm still growing out all that. But the more you pull out, the more you decrease, the more y'all increase, and then you get an increase. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about, man. And it's so simple, it will go right over your head. But if you're full of pride, like this person was, the individual who did all the dry hating videos, the habitual hating videos, who threw his award in the garbage because he didn't get Hebrew Man of the Year, so he threw his award in the garbage and took a picture of it. You know, more when you got that spirit on you, man, y'all can't do nothing with you. All right. So yeah, y'all, that's just big old facts. But I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about, hey, Shalom, Teacher Eric. Shalom, Teacher Eric. Look, I look forward to seeing you up at Tabernacles, man. I'm excited, man. It's like I can't wait to see all my brothers and sisters up there, man. It's gonna be good. All right, so shifting gears. I just wanted to say that it's just more witness, but shifting gears. The women. Let's talk about the women, man. When we were out in Houston, and let me say this too about Houston, or not Houston. I know Cedric. Cedric always correct me. Dallas. Look, when we were out in Dallas, and today I'm gonna be working on the Dallas video. Okay, I got a lot of footage from there. I'm gonna make it good. But let's talk about Dallas. And when we were out in Dallas, and let me say it even better, because I want to lean on y'all with this. This is a powerful thing. And before I say that, let me make sure I got all the information. Good. Listen, y'all. Somebody asked, hey, is there a Straitway in Oklahoma? Look in the video description. It says Straitway near you. I got the number up there you need to call. 615-688-3025. Okay? Call that number. Cause a lot of people came in during that time. During that time a year ago. I know I'm jumping around. But I can't stress the priority, the importance of actually getting around some saints. Y'all, and I said this before, a lot of y'all have social anxiety spirits on you, spirits of shyness and embarrassment and this, that, and the other. That's a spirit of fear. Y'all go through that. Pray that y'all give you the power to go through it. Go out to a link up with a Straitway. Call the dining hall. They'll link you up. Stay diligent. If they don't get back to you the first time, just stay diligent. You know, if they were giving away $1 million, your ass would be calling them 3 times a day. You know, this is more important than that. But make a serious effort to get around the saints. I said you cannot be an isolationite. Okay? You can't be a social mediaite. Okay? You can't be a one of these isolated Hebrews, insulationite. I don't know what you want to call it, whatever. You can't be that, y'all. Y'all gotta get out there. Shalom, Sister V's. Sister V said, I'm super excited to be attending my very first feast since coming into the fold last fall. Sister V's was one of the followers of Spiritual Combat, and man, she fully in, she Straitway 100. You know what I'm saying? and she could bear witness to everything I'm saying. But y'all got to get around the saints, man. All my videos are still up here for 3 or 4 years, more than that maybe. And you can see all my travels all throughout the Hebrew community, where I've bared witness to every move I make, all the decisions I've made. It's all on video. You can form your own opinion. But I'm telling you, you have to get around the saints, y'all. You see, hey, listen, you see the storm clouds forming. Brother Iman was telling me yesterday, was that Brother Iman? Somebody told me yesterday, China and Russia are forming their own internet. Somebody was telling me how a lot of people are having dreams about EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, that knock out all electricity. If you're an isolationite and you're like, well, I got my own, I serve my own Yah out here in the middle of LA by your damn self. And as soon as you're going to be the first casualty when shit hit the fan. Okay? Come on now. Y'all get that, man. This thing ain't complicated. Get around. He said, forsake not the assembling, as is the manner of some. You know, as you see the day approaching. I know I butchered that scripture up, but y'all know what I mean. All right? So, yeah. And like I said, if y'all can't see each other's comments, it's because I'm live on the Spiritual Combat page. I'm live on my profile page, and I'm live on YouTube over there too. So I'm all over the place. Been tinkering around. All right, shalom, Brother Ray. Yeah, I'll see you soon, man. He gonna be over here soon. we're gonna get it popping. Yeah, we out here in the garage, so I'll see you. Huh? All right. That's an issue. I have fear of non-acceptance. Brother, you didn't fear of non-acceptance. That's why, like I said, I'll tell you, down here in Straitway, Florida, we got people, they come out, look, they be like, hey, I meet y'all brothers, man. When I travel everywhere, y'all. I've met thousands of people probably now. I see some of y'all brothers. You got, hey, shalom, shalom, Michael Israel. Shalom, hey, how you doing? And can't make eye contact. That's fine, dude. Man, I admire those brothers because I know it took a lot for them to come out and do what they're doing. Do it. Get out there. And especially when you come out to assembly, let them know, man. When they ask for deliverance, let them know, man. Them brothers will take you. They'll take you aside. They'll pray with you, and you'll get delivered from that spirit of fear, from that spirit of non-acceptance and all that stuff. It's a ploy of Satan to keep you from getting where you need to get. You got spirits on you. That's all. Get around the brothers, man. Brother Yadin Yisrael, where are you at? Where you live, man? Where are you at? What city, state, whatever are you from? You ain't gotta give me your address or nothing, but put that in there. I'll come back and check when you type it in. We're gonna get you linked up, all right? Let's see what we got. It's a spirit of rejection. Elder Rufus said that. I guarantee he just pinpointed. Elder Rufus is on point with this stuff. Okay, spirit of rejection. All right, that you could go out there and get with the saints, and that will come off you right there on the spot. You just gotta take the first step, my brother. All right. So what was I getting ready to talk about? Okay. Here's what I'm getting ready to talk about now. Women, wives. Straitway as a matriarchal or a patriarchal where men rule, where the men are in their rightful authoritative place. You don't find that anywhere. Where women are held to the biblical standard of their role. Not being a closet Jezebel, hiding behind the scenes, manipulating stuff. No, not over here. Everybody, from the least to the greatest, from the top to the bottom, whatever you want to call it, is pushed and forced to grow. It is in love. We don't care how you feel. In love, you are gonna attain a biblical standard. We're gonna labor with you, man. That ain't going on out there. All right. It's not what's going on out there. All right, let me see. That's an issue I have. All right. Oh, Lancaster, Kentucky. Brother, I don't know. Look, you need to drive to Straitway headquarters, man. You need to call that dining hall, talk to them, tell them you want to come out and fellowship with the saints, man, and just go on out there. You right near the hub. You probably let me see on the map, and I'll let you know. Hold on, bear with me. And you might want to see if you go out to the feast. You know, I don't know. You know, you have to call the dining hall, and talk to. Kentucky. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I'm seeing where you're at. Let me see. Man, dude, you right down the street from the Straitway hub, man. You ain't. Hey, man, I wish I was where you was from. Right. It's a mobility exercise when we come up to Straitway headquarters, man. I got my logistics expert is sitting right here in front of me. You know what I'm saying? When we head up there to Straitway, man, we got CD brothers with their CDLs, and they come up with the travel plans, and we leaving at this time, and this how we rolling, this, that, and the other. Brother, you right down the street, man. You need to call that dining hall number that got in my video description till somebody call you back, or you get somebody and let them know you want to see if you could come to the feast, man. You know, watch a bunch of Straitway videos and stuff on the spirit of rejection, like Elder Rufus said, on the spirit of fear, on what you wrestling with, man. They're there. Pastor been doing these videos for 10 years on YouTube or more. They'll let me know. Man, he been doing these videos for a minute, brother. So let's talk about the women, though. We're gonna get back to this. Let's talk about the women, and the American Greco-Roman beast culture. And even in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, how women are there. And then we're going to compare and contrast, not what Straitway saying, not what Michael Israel saying, not what I think. We're going to compare and contrast it with what I have experienced and seen with the eyes, ears, you know, okay? So, and we got a sister in here watching on Michael Israel's Facebook page. So you go watch my live stream over there. Sister V's is in there. She'll bear witness to everything that's coming out my mouth. But I've seen with women and out, even in the Hebrew community, is men trying to force them into obedience and all that stuff like that there. Okay? Like my man Robbie saying, all that there. That's Rob for Straitway DMV. But I've seen that. I've experienced that all throughout the Hebrew community. That's in the half-righteous assemblies that's out there. Okay? Now, in the vast majority of so-called Hebrew organizations out there is just like the world. They let the women run rampant. They pretty much can do what they want. They basically on the same level as men. They dress how they want, of course. That's a key sign. They wear makeup. They just look like the world, really. Sometimes with some Hebrew stuff on, whatever. But what I've seen in Straitway is women truly being washed with the word. And then, again, why you shouldn't forsake the assembling is because when you get around Straitway, you get around the women, it's a whole Hebrew okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, Elder. He just sent me a text, some email. All right. So what I've seen in Straitway is literally, like, for instance, Koya Israel. When we go to Straitway functions, she goes there. She already has a spirit of she wants to help out, do what she can, whether it's in the kitchen, whatever. But literally, when you go to these events or you get around the Straitway communities or homesteads and all that stuff like that, and you begin to come out of your shell and actually do what the book says and assemble and get around the saints, your woman will be immersed in the Hebrew culture. When I say immersed, it's like they go into that environment with it, and it's a different culture and environment. Literally, it's the biblical environment. And when they're drenched in it, when they're immersed in it, they can't help but change because they see it. They see the functionality of it. It makes sense. They feel it. You see what I'm saying? They see the point of letting the men do what the men are ordained to do. They see the point of it. It makes sense because they see the shaking and moving. Corey can tell you here, it's like, I'm not sitting here just making videos. She sees stuff happening and unfolding. She sees the serious-minded brothers. She sees the serious-minded sisters. She sees, and it's book. She sees the sound leadership, the just leadership, the selfless leadership. She sees it. So she can't help but submit to that righteously the way the book says and grow. See, because we walk it like we talk it. It ain't all this video crap that you see all these people out here doing. All this theory, oh, look what I know. I know how to read Hebrew backwards while I'm on my head and break down what each letter means. But my wife is a monster. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Put a 100 up in there if y'all understand what I'm saying, if y'all get that. Brother Daniel, shalom to your family, man. Woo! Boy, can't wait to see my brother Daniel Meir up there. And brother Rob Mathis. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see y'all, man. Boy. Yeah, man. Y'all was on it last night. So yeah, man. But that's what and like I said, hey, listen, man, let me say this. The way I started on my journey was I was a single man, and I was frustrated with not being able to have a girlfriend, or any steady relationship. I was lonely, insecure, this, that, and other, way back when I was 26 years old. And so that's what I was seeking. That's what I thought I was looking for. I was really looking for Yah. And now here I am. When I got into Straitway, I really began to see the depth of what Straitway was doing, what Pastor was about, what the Bible was really about. Man, I had to just back off and stand down and really, that's what I'm doing now. That's what you see me doing now. Like as I've done that, man, it's really been a lot of growth with me. If you get you women, if you get a chance, link up with Koya Israel. Talk to her. She's been growing a lot. She's been decreasing a lot to the point where I've been like, damn. I'm like, I couldn't have done this. This is Yah doing this. This, the brother. It's like when I'm not trying to lord over these people, but all the brothers and sisters and Ashayas and everybody, when everybody is seeking Yah, everything, that's it. It like naturally falls in place. It naturally, it's nothing I could do. It's nothing I could take credit for. It's like, this is Yah's plan, homie. It ain't mine. It's not mine. Because it's like, I'm the head down here in Straitway, Florida, but that's all I am. I ain't greater than any other parts down here in Straitway, Florida. I'm no better than anybody else. It's just my job is the head. But everybody's playing their part as unto Yah with a spirit of excellence, and it carries forward. I can't take credit for it's Yah. They chasing Yah, man, and it's like decreasing that pride and not taking credit for it, and it's like it moves forward, y'all. And that's just where I'm at. I can't even I'm not in a place where I can really teach on it and articulate it properly, but that's the best way I could put it out there. All that to say, I'm telling you, you got to get out there and see for yourself. So that brother, let me see where that brother's at, who had the spirit of fear on him. Man, you got to push through that and get out there around the saints. All right, let me see what y'all saying. If he put it. Yeah, whole convoy, man. Hey, man, Straitway, man. Hey, look, we riding up there deep. Hey, look, we riding up to Straitway headquarters. We're gonna be shaking heavy and moving hard. We're gonna be coming through, y'all. We coming with a lot of stuff. And when I say coming with a lot of stuff, we coming to, when we're gonna be doing more than we consume. You know what I mean? So when we leave Straitway headquarters, we want to leave them in a better position. We got a lot of projects we're gonna be working when we come up there. At time permitting, when there's time to do it. And yeah, man. We're coming up there to do, because, we're coming up there to offer whatever we are capable of offering. We're gonna do that, because I know me personally, man. I know Yah led me here. Yah is dealing with me here. Yah is using Pastor. You can see him working through Pastor, Elder Rufus, Straitway as a whole. Is booked. You could book all the moves that's going on here, and for that I'm eternally grateful. So it's like, man, I'm trying to pay the debt. It ain't gonna happen, but I'm gonna do as much as I can with as much breath as Yah keeps in my body, because I don't know, man. That's the best way I could put it. I'll tell you what, we ain't coming up. We're gonna eat now. Don't get it twisted, but hey, we're going to do more than we eat, because I know the way it is, man. you get some of these people coming to these events and they eat like they got two assholes and don't do a damn thing. Won't even throw their dishes in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? That ain't us, man. That ain't me. You know what I mean? All right. Brother Juan said we roll deep. That's right, man. Said how deep we rolling up there with the first wave. Dude, I'm telling you, we got that big FedEx truck coming up there first. We gonna forward deploy them. With all of our 30? 40?
Yeah, 30, 40 people.
We're gonna be almost 40 people all at once. We rolling the convoy, man. We got that off. We got that off Straitway Indy though. We got that off brother Daniel. I told brother Daniel, hey, that's how we rolled out to Houston. That's how we rolled to Straitway, Georgia. You know, we rolled that brotherhood, man. That's brother. You know, family. That's family. That's how we roll. All right, let's see what we got. Sister V said, "Shalom, Sister Koya." Yeah, y'all holler at Sister Koya. All right, let's see. Sister V. I did get it. Okay. All right. I'm just checking through comments, questions, making sure I didn't miss nothing. I'm going to have to fix this thing at some point. Shalom, Bezalel. Hey, shalom to you, brother. Okay. All right. So but yeah, that's another aspect over this past year. Looking back a year to this year, that's an aspect that I've seen. The children, man, our children have gotten healthier. And this is something I'm gonna push. I'm gonna hit on it a little bit today, but it's just eating, diet. For the most part, I'm a vegan now, or you could say I'm a vegetarian. I've really cut back big time on meat. If like when I get up the Straitway, I'll eat the meat. You know, I eat what's going to be put before me. But for the most part, we don't consume meat. I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna have to hit y'all with some scripts on this. I've really cut down on how much I eat, period. And I'm gonna do a show on. I'm gonna tell you what happened yesterday. Me and Sid had some running around to do, and you know, you be running around and you get so busy because, like, I got off work, I had to do something here, then I had to run to the store, then I had to come back, do all this stuff. Sometimes you neglect eating, and that's what I did. And what happens, like, once I got real hungry, now you smelling stuff and you want like something nasty. You want like hamburgers from Whataburger or something like that. Like you think you're craving that. I forced myself to get some grapes from Publix, and I ate that whole bag of grapes, and I wasn't craving nothing. And mind you, when I grabbed the grapes, I had to make myself grab them because the craving inside was for something very unhealthy, like a pizza or a hamburger or something like that. But I made myself grab them grapes, man. By the time I ate like 3 or 4 of them things, man, I was beginning to feel great. And then by the time I ate the whole bag, I didn't even want any food. And then when we ate here later, and Corey was like, to ask me if I wanted a plate, I damn near didn't want one. You know, but I ate one anyway because I knew I'd get hungry later. It's amazing. I'm going to do a whole show on that where, you know, you can, man, there's a lot you can do. I'm going to go in detail because if you want to lose weight, you don't need to starve. I mean, here I am weighing 187 pounds, down from like 228, okay? And now me, because I be running around so much, I end up getting hungry. But even that, I've learned to just walk around for the most part hungry, and it don't bother me no more. But you don't have to be. You don't have to have one stomach growling pain if you keep certain fruits around you. But I'll do a whole show on that. And your weight will melt off and it'll be effortless. And you can still have a big old pig out meal or whatever you want. You know. So we'll go into all that because and you can really begin healing yourself up and getting in a better place. All my herbs came in yesterday for me to really begin to really go hard on my healing process. Me particularly, mine starts with my colon and all that stuff like that. So I'm getting ready to go in very aggressively on that. But yeah, man, we'll get in on all that. So it says, let's see it. Couldn't have. Yes. Somebody said that woman can definitely be a stumbling block. Yes. But like I said, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me say this. Y'all, a lot of y'all, man, a lot of people, if you ain't in Straitway, you ain't even gonna get this in any way. If you haven't done the work I've done, like if you haven't went out and actually made an attempt to get a witness for what I'm saying, if you're an isolationite or a social mediaite who doesn't actually get out and you regularly forsake the assembling, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. But a woman can be a stumbling block. If you don't, like in Straitway, a woman is not going to be a stumbling block. Because in Straitway, like if you're a single man and you come in this Straitway and you're looking for an Ashaya, it's not going to be a stumbling block because Straitway does what the Bible says. The women in Straitway are not uncovered. If a woman doesn't have a father, then her head is that head of assembly. And he bears witness of her character, her behavior. He can say yay or nay on whether she's ready for a relationship. See, they can hide it from you when you come around and you're like, Shalom, Koti. You know what I'm saying? You say, she gonna be like, Shalom, my king. You know, all this, and play this righteous, and then you get into a relationship with her, and she like that witch on The Wiz. Y'all remember that witch on The Wiz with Michael Jackson? That big old woman. Better not nobody give me no bad news, no bad news. She that type of Jezebel, you know. But you can avoid that if you do it the book way. You got a man who can sign off on her. So like her head of assembly or whoever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're not gonna be a stumbling block. But outside of that, man, I'm telling you, dude, these out here in these Hebrew communities and all this stuff like that, man, dude, so-called Hebrew assemblies and organizations, man, they let these women run rampant, uncovered monsters, goons, not goblins. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So you don't see that in here. And if a woman get out of pocket here in Straitway, they're gonna get right back in that pocket. You know what I mean? And same thing with the men. We bear witness to, like pastors say, the bootlicker. You know, the stumbling and fumbling Hebrew who ain't got his stuff together. Man, they check that. You know. So yeah, man. Elder Rufus, something he says it all the time. He told me. He said the marriages they put together that are signed off upon properly in Straitway don't fail. Now when these dudes be in the shadows on social media, Shalom, my Hebrew queen, and all this stuff in the shadows, and linking up and all that, yeah, that stuff get messy. It get brutally ugly. Put a 100 up in there if y'all understand what I'm saying. I go in deep on it. There ain't a stumbling block over here. That's all I'm saying, man. All right, let me see. We can't wait. Somebody says, so plan on donating lots to Straitway. I would too. Fellowship on day or to meet you. Okay, all right, yeah, definitely come on up, man. Say shalom to me. Yeah, I don't bite hard. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Let me see. Somebody let me read it. It said, somebody said, I'm gonna read it. I've noticed in myself that I'm not always serious-minded as I should be, and I get distracted all too often. I want to make sure my heart is in the right place before I come before the saints. Before I come before the saints, not sure that the mentality I should have, Brother Mike. Hey, the book says, forsake not the assembly. So it don't say, make sure, what'd you say here? Make sure your heart is in the right place before you assemble. It says get around the saints. It says fellowship. It doesn't tell you to, it don't say what you're saying. You might be deceived. You need to call the dining hall number, find a fellowship near you, and get around the people.
Oh, they'll get you right.
They'll get you right. Like Brother Cedric said, they will get you right. Okay? Iron sharpens iron, man. So what you're saying is off. You know, that's an individual-like excuse. You got to push through that. You understand what I'm saying? Put a 100 up in there, Brother Laquan, if you understand what I just said. That's why I got that number right there. I checked it before I came on here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, y'all getting it? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. That type of spirit will have you up in your house forever. All right. So yeah, let's see what y'all got going. I'm eating grapefruits. And drinking one of these brutally ghetto smoothies I be making that be horrible. Ugh. But hey, I ain't gonna waste it because I know it's good for me. Coy and them make a smoothie, and you think you at daggone Dairy Queen. I make one, and you think somebody trying. Ooh, your face muscles be twitching. But that's not my calling. All right, let's see what y'all got. So the year, that's all I'm doing. I'm just excited about the feast days and reflecting on this past year. And on what's to come. Got a lot of. I'm literally at a point now with the way I'm doing is like. It's to the point where I'm looking at biscuits. Somebody came out here with a box of biscuits from somewhere. I'm literally. It's like with a lot of stuff. It's like you're looking at a piece and putting one piece in another. Boom, like this in an organized way, and focusing on one piece at a time. There's so much to do, so you focus on one piece at a time, and it's like building a brick wall or something. I don't know. But that's how I'm doing right now. And things are moving forward. I mean, things can move forward even faster. Let me get into that. Things can move forward even faster, or things have, I'll say it like this, things have been slowly moving forward faster as people understand what it is, what we're doing, so yeah, it's good. Let's see. Yep. So, anyway, with that said, what I'm getting ready to do now, when I get off with y'all, is I'm going to start editing this Houston music video and put some music together for it. It's going to be pretty cool. And then I got a bunch of little footwork videos, but that's what we're going to call them, footwork videos. So you can see the footwork going on in Straitway as a whole and in Straitway Florida. But I'm going to put together some more footwork videos. I'll make them better than that last one. People thought that one was good. I'm going to show y'all what I could do here soon, because Feast of Tabernacles video I put together, man, y'all, it's going to blow y'all away, man. Y'all going to be like, wow. I'm going to make it television broadcast quality. That's the level it's going to be at. So, I'm going to try to show my skills a little bit. Okay? All right. Oh, Dallas. How the Rufus come back to me, Houston. Dallas.
Get it right.
I know, man. Hey, y'all know what I mean. He right. Let's see. Been a busy year, saints, coming together and doing His will. Y'all's been good. Give Him all praises and glory. That's Brother Ron. All praises. And it has been a busy year, y'all. And man, it's just gonna be good to just be up there with the saints for all them days, man. It's gonna be awesome, man. We'll have to hit the ground running when we get back. So yeah. Alright, so anyway, y'all, appreciate all y'all tuning in. Y'all definitely share this. If y'all are on Facebook over there, please share this video. Hit the like. Same thing for y'all over here watching on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm gonna try to get this channel up and going again somewhat. But I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch on first days, which is Sunday mornings. I'm gonna try to do a little show then, and I might do one, just when I get free time, But anyway, I appreciate y'all. And with that said,